What difference does it make to the life of a child or young person with a disability or with a special need to have that kind of inclusion provided by the church, to really have that at the heart of what a church or a group offers? What would you say to them as somebody who obviously has benefited from that in your own life?
I'd say that it makes all the difference in the world. I mean, my church, I was born totally blind, and my church have been so supportive and inclusive my whole life. So I was included in Sunday school, and rather than adapt everything that they taught, they just adapted one little thing so I could remember the Bible stories. Instead of having a worksheet, I had things that I made. So a pair of cardboard feet to represent the story where a woman washes Jesus' feet with her tears. And I've always remembered that story because of what I was able to make. So it was a tactile representation of the story. They've also been very inclusive in the fact that my pastor's wife learnt Braille so that she could braille out the worksheets for Sunday school and the hymns for church. Later on, they got a hymn book developed in Braille so that I could carry on being part of the worship. So they've been so supportive and inclusive that it really shows up when I go to a church when I'm on holiday and I walk in between my parents, and they'll greet my parents and not me. And the one thing that, they could do is just say hello. I'm a normal person just like anyone else. Just because I can't see, it scares people, which is fine. I mean, I understand that people are going to be scared because it's something different. But what I want to say really is, if you just make that one small effort, even if it's just greeting somebody, you've then established a link with them. If you don't talk to them at all, if they're blind, they're not even going to be really aware that you're around. There's just going to be a whole bunch of people, and no one in that church has really been supportive. And it just makes such a difference if I feel welcome in a church. And that's a really big thing. I mean, I know in my church I've grown up there and everybody knows me, so I can walk in and everybody will greet me. But if I go away on holiday, I sometimes feel really, really isolated because no one's even said hello. So it's just that those, tiny, tiny little adaptations or changes, little efforts that people can make that make the most difference.